Good day, sailor. I've been told...
You're talking about Jonas, but like I've been crying to the night.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him. And then when we left, him and I, well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just stopped and...
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe...
Did you report this to the...
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my... And the captain? No, not telling him that.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. The other day, and then, well...
Why didn't... Did you...
And for the captain?
Did Jonas seem troubled?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his...
No.
Why would anyone want to snap...
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hope... Did anyone else see the...
There was still a small crowd. I seem to recall that regular being the kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time. And now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
Thank you, Lara. Good day. Someone...
That's right, yeah.
Yes. Your cat...
Happy to hear he's taken a disappearance.
When did you last see...
2 days ago, in the evening.
Did anything seem out of the order?
Maybe a tad...
Why would that be?
Boy, I haven't...
What does Jonas do in his free time?
He just hangs around here or there. And when evening comes, we usually go...
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint.
Does he know anyone in...
No one. For...
Do you think he could have made himself...
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
I don't know where to...
No.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. The itch for a drink gets us all, but here, yesterday, it was me who tied one. I called back to him, as you guess.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young
A Naut, you say? That's...
According to one of his fellows, he would have been...
a kidnapping. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients.
I see. An able body...
Where might I find him?
Here? He would never give away anything else.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you?
No. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days. A young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring a bell.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was... And he must have been right to be nervous.
Tell me what happened that...
A rich merchant came in. The kind of man you can round up for... They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go... And I think I might well have seen those same... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, sir. You were... It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the...
Thank you. You've been...
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Good day, Excellency.
Sir Desart.
It pains me to
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found... I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might... We have nothing else to do but pray.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light...
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. And to what do I owe the
I would like to have a word with your...
He is not here. But perhaps...
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband.
I see. I am afraid that you have been He has simply returned...
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. And that his men escorted him from the tavern...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you...
These witnesses are all in agreement.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other... A gesture that your drunkards must...
What was your son doing on a Naut ship?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal...
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of this horrible, constant ransom. You will have no trouble verifying the detail.
Where might I find your son?
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they...
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know,
Have no fear.
I'm still without...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the...
Taken. Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required.
A contract? But what kind of...
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by them. In some cases, nations even trade some of their... I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a naught.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope...
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
What will be your official title on Teofredi?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. But His Highness has also asked me to... I am therefore required to take note of all events, but also obtain as much knowledge as... Your help will be extremely valuable.
It's always a privilege. I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family, she told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our... She said that he was taken when he was...
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there has always been a children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require, from time to time, the congregation has passed such a...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin... But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange...
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. And what counts most is breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Did you get what you came for? Leave me now, please.